Hi, I'm Jake, and this is a piece of junk.
That's not the line. Go again.
Hi, I'm Jake, and this thing belongs in a junkyard.
That's still not the line.
Hi, I'm Jake, and Holley Sniper EFI sucks.
No, it doesn't. Don't say that.
Hi, I'm Jake, and today we're going to find out how many gallons of gasoline it takes to burn an entire truck to the ground.
What? Where did you even get that?
Hi, I'm Jake, and I suck at wiring.
Well, yeah, you do. That's still not the script.
Hi, I'm Jake, and I regret all my life decisions.
Just say it like it says in the script. Just say it's in the script.
Hi, I'm Jake, and this is my 77 F100. And this thing has been the source of my misery for the past year. Come join me in my suffering.
Fine. Whatever. That'll do, pig. Move on.
You're too old for this.
Oh my god. This guy sucks.
Come on. Come on.
You think you're doing that?
What the hell was I doing?
That's what I think. Has sunglasses on.
I feel like I'm gonna hurl. But I can't stop stuffing my face with dry.
Alright, so this is my F100. There are many like it, but this piece of junk is mine. So, let's start under the engine bay, I guess. The way that I like to think about this truck is this truck actually started as another truck because this engine, it's a small block full work 302, came out of that piece of junk. That was my 2000 Ford Ranger. I 302 swapped that thing, did a bunch of work to it, and never quite got it right because I built that like 5+ years ago and I was still learning. But I took what I learned from that piece of junk and I put it towards this piece of junk, and it's better. It's still gonna need some work. This is still gonna be a long-term project. This is just the beginning. So anyways, like I said, this is a small block Ford 302. It originally came out of a 95 Mustang, went into the Ranger, and now it's here. I am running, I don't know if you guys can see that, Holley Sniper EFI. The truck does run. I still got some problems to work out, and I'll show you that in a minute. But it has the Hyperspark distributor. It's got Hyperspark ignition. Holley PDM, I don't know if you guys can see that with the lighting right now. Optima battery. Ford guys ain't gonna like this, but Chevy alternator. I know that's kind of weird. It's got the Hyperspark ignition coil with it. This whole accessory drive is from the Mustang. Mustang power steering pump. Willwood Master. Everyone says to run a wood inch, but I just had a 15/16 lying around. I don't know if you guys, I can't see the casting on it, but it is a 15/16. And then we're going to get to the really interesting part. Kind of hard to see with the lighting, but that is a Crown Vic front end. This is not an I-beam truck anymore. This is Crown Vic swapped, which is going to make some of y'all unhappy. Some of y'all not going to like it, and that's okay, because this isn't your truck. Let's see, anything else interesting? Not much. We'll probably talk about more stuff. This radiator also came out of the Ranger. Volvo electric fan, and one of my favorites, Gas Monkey tequila. It kind of tastes like, you know, if you took tequila and what's the that cinnamon one? Fireball. That's what I'm thinking of. It tastes like if you take tequila and Fireball and put it together. Yeah. So back at the truck, we're gonna come to that probably another day. So inside the cab, it's still a mess. I'm still working on it. First thing, I also have the Holley 12.3 Pro Dash, whatever they call it. And I still got the little handheld unit too. Let's see, what else is interesting in here? I'm running a T5 transmission, and yes, this does clear the seat, as you guys can probably see there. The other big glaring thing right here, I have a hydraulic handbrake setup with my 3D printed Hoonigan handbrake. I might replace this one. I got a guy at work that's printed me another, and I might make it a different color, but for right now, this works. Okay, so I got the truck running. Kinda. It's having some problems, and I can completely repeat it. I already found a solution. It's not exactly the right solution, but it works. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys the problem, and then I'm just going to kind of go through steps of where I got to my solution. And then maybe someone out there might know, or hey, maybe if I'm lucky, someone from Holley will see this and then might explain to me what the heck's going on with the PDM. So you guys are going on my head. Let's get to it. So, key on. We're going to let... I'm not too much worried about the big dash right now. I'm mainly worried about the little handheld. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's all on. It's ready to start. Fires up. It's running. It's 14.3, 14.2 voltage. I saw 14.4. It dies in like 10 seconds. And then I hope you guys can see that. The whole screen goes red. No data. At first, I didn't notice this. Let's go over to my PDM. Ugh, come on, give me my hat. All right, so hopefully you guys can see there that the red light is on that PDM. That red light is for powertrain. So let me cycle the key off. Still showing no data. Key off. PDM resets itself. Key back on. It's ready to come back on. Engine starts. It runs 14.1, 14.2. I saw 14.4, and it dies again. I bet you that red light's on again. And yep, red light is on again. Hopefully you guys can see that. All right, so the next thing that I did after this, actually, I'm gonna go turn the key off real quick. So at first, like I said, I didn't notice the light coming on the PDM. So at first I thought I was having some type of RFI issue. So I started with like, this wire goes to the ignition coil, wrapping that into some aluminum heat shield. I had this wrapped up like, I had the distributor and the ECU wrapped up like my mom's bologna sandwiches she used to make me when I was in elementary school. I didn't fix it. Finally, what I tried, I pulled the alternator off, and it was actually able to run for like a little while. Well, actually, it could run for a long while. I'm going to show you guys if I can find the right wrench. So let's pull alternator off real quick. I'm going to put the boot back on, and I'm going to shove you in a glove just to make sure you don't go arcing anywhere. It should be fine. Should stay, hopefully. Back in the cab. All right, back here. Everything cycles on. Handheld's on, ready to start. All right, see, now it's gonna keep running. got the charge knocked down a little bit. Now it's going to keep running. What I was doing before was anywhere from 11 to 12 seconds exactly after start, it would go to that no data screen, everything would die, engine die, and then I would have to cycle the key. The light on the PDM would come back on, the red light, and then I had to cycle the key and it could start again, and then it would run exactly for 11 to 12 seconds again. Right now, alternator is disconnected. The battery charger is off. The voltage, I mean, you see it fluctuating, but it is dropping because, I mean, obviously everything that's powered is drawing voltage from it. That top charge, it's past that. It's not freaking out the PDM anymore. So yeah, I can go ahead and shut it off. It'll start right back up again. No problem. It'll keep doing this until the battery, you know, drops to like 9-10 volts. So here's the weird fucking part. Let's see if I can't. Sometimes it'll still randomly do it. Why is it doing it again now? Well, anyways, it's not doing it exactly the same as before. What it was doing before was I could have the alternator disconnected and it would just it would be able to stay running. Except for when I started playing with the throttle, it would kill it, which I mean, kind of shows it there, but not exactly. So I tried this. What we're gonna do, this right here is the main power to the Sniper. What I was able to do before is I took this and I didn't even put a terminal on it. I just clamped it between this battery cable and the connector for the positive battery cable, and it would run fine. So that's what we're gonna do right now, and I'm gonna show you guys. Disconnect that. Let's flatten you back out a little bit. Loosen you up, shove you under there. Now it's not going to do it anymore. Power is on. Starts up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It'll just keep running until the battery dies. Even if I fiddle with the throttle, it's not gonna die. It'll just sit here and it'll run until either the battery dies or it runs out of gas. Still running. I can even get a little crazy. Still won't die, but the alternator's not hooked up, so I'm gonna go hook that up real quick. Key off. Let's go put the alternator on. Engine starts. Oh, it's above 11 volts. It's at 12, 13. I don't know if you guys can see all this, but so before, battery unhooked, that was dropping under 12 volts. Now it's up over 13. When I would have the Sniper EFI's main power connected to the PDM, I could see this going up to like 14.4 volts even, and then it would trip the PDM, the powertrain red light would come on and everything would die, everything would go no data. If I fiddled with the throttle, it could also trip it, even with the alternator disconnected, and it would go no data, everything would die. now I can hit the throttle all I want. It runs fine. It runs great. I can't kill it now. So I don't know quite what's going on. I do have a 140 amp alternator, so I don't know if like it's just putting out too much amperage for the PDM and it's pissing it off. Oh hey, there we go. We're getting up to 14. Okay, I realized what the problem was. It's me. I'm what's wrong with the EFI. The problem was me. I wired it wrong. So, this wire here, this red wire is the main power to the Sniper EFI. The Sniper 1, by the way. Let me clarify that. The Sniper 1. Not the Sniper 2, the Sniper 1. This provides power to both the ECU that's on the throttle body and to this relay right there. There's the main fuse for the Sniper, and there is the fuel pump relay. The problem, when you get down, when you add one of these PDMs, one of these Holley Sniper EFI PDMs, this is designed to work with the Sniper 2. On the Sniper 2, this wire does not power the fuel pump. It only powers the ECU throttle body, basically the Sniper EFI. On the Sniper 2, the only blue wire, because there's a blue wire coming off of this relay, the blue wire is the trigger to turn on the fuel pump. This is providing power to the fuel pump. Also on the PDM is only expecting the amperage that the ECU would be pulling, and the throttle body, the ECU and the throttle body. So when this is powering both the ECU throttle body and the fuel pump, it is pulling too much amperage for the PDM. The PDM thinks something wrong. It freaks out, shuts it down. The PDM, by the way, also acts like a breaker, basically. And so it shuts off. But then when you cycle the key off, it resets everything, and when you turn the key back on, it thinks everything's good to go, fires again, runs for my 10 to 12 seconds, and in that time, the PDM's seeing more load on it than what it's supposed to be. So it's running, and it's like, hey, this is too high, this is wrong, hey, this still looks wrong. Okay, that's it, party's over, I'm shutting everything down. That's what's wrong. The EFI's not wrong, I'm wrong. I wired it wrong. But it's a simple fix, I think. Yeah, basically I just have to cut out the relay, and then, because there's 3 spots on here for the fuel pump. There's power out to the fuel pump, there's ground for the fuel pump, and there's a trigger for the fuel pump. Basically I just have to wire the fuel pump into the PDM. Everything will be good and it'll run just fine, I hope. Alright, so enough of the technical mumbo jumbo bullcrap. I'm going to do something fun for you guys. I'm going to set you up underneath the truck right by the exhaust, and I'm going to give you some cool exhaust noises because I'm tired of fiddling with this. Let's do that. So, I just watched a video of that first attempt where I set you guys on the ground to let you listen to the exhaust. That completely failed. Just blew out the microphone. You can't hear a damn thing until the camera falls over. So we're going to try again, but I'm on a little bit different spot. Okay, so this probably hasn't been the most exciting video or the most interesting thing ever. It's probably not even all that good of a video, to be honest. This is the first time doing this for me. I'm not used to talking on camera. I don't know how to shoot video. I don't know how to edit video. I'm learning, and that's kind of the whole point of this whole project. From everything from this to the whole YouTube thing. I'm learning, and I feel like a goober sitting here talking to a camera, but here I am being a goober talking to a camera. And this whole thing, I mean, I have welding experience. I went to school for welding. I've spent the last 2 years working in dealerships. And I mean, even before that, from a 16-year-old, hell, even before that, I took apart my first engine when I was like 8 years old. I took apart one of my dad's old weed eaters. And then from there, I mean, I watched Stacy David, West Coast Choppers, stuff on Discovery, all those kind of speed TV, like car shows and stuff. I watched a lot of Craig 909, Autotopia LA, Roadkill, I mean, Hoonigan, all that's big influences on me. And, well, this is kind of the product of it. I'm still learning a lot. And that's what this whole project is. It's an opportunity for me to, bust my knuckles some more and flex some of my own skills and challenge myself. It's a project for me to learn. It's a project for me to do more. And, eventually I'm going to have myself a pretty nice truck once I learn how to do paint and body work, which we're going to do that more down the road because there's still not a bed. The bed still needs to be painted, and honestly, the whole truck needs to be painted. But yeah, if you like what this is, cool. If you don't like it, that's cool too. You don't have to watch. This is for me and other people who enjoy trucks like this, like me. So yeah, if you like what you see, do all that like, comment, blah, 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 blah stuff that every YouTuber says. Because I feel like a goober. But if I can kind of turn this into something where I'm going to try for the next year to regularly make videos about this truck. I want to take on other projects because I'm like every car guy out there where I have like 100 projects in my head. It's just all a matter of money, coming up with the money to be able to do all these projects. But yeah, hopefully there'll be another video soon. See you guys later.